Oh, we're recording. Hi. Where's the beats?
We're waiting for the flash. Okay, what's it say next? Oh, previous hospitalizations or surgery. Okay, goals to health. Live another day. Okay, what practices or activities do you use to sustain your health and well-being? Let me count the ways. God, I couldn't even begin to fill that one out.
Yoga.
I've done everything under the sun. Who do you turn to for support? My daughter and family and friends.
And comma.
Still scratch on the screen. None of that. I caught him doing that once. Yeah. Yes. My naughty boy. Well, here we are in Seattle Cancer Care.
We're waiting.
I wonder what she asked that. What are you expecting?
Yeah.
From this appointment, you know, when she asked.
Yeah.
I wonder what she thought. Cure me. Let me
Cure
run down
us.
the aisle.
Yeah.
My birthday.
Yeah.
I need to be at least 55.
You think, I'd like to go longboarding tomorrow.
Yeah, I'd like to go surfing. I'd like to learn how to go surfing.
Yeah.
I could have gone through a whole thing like that. You know, there's a few things on my bucket list that I'd like to do. If you could arrange that. So fast. Where, this way?
Yes. Go straight. I'm taking a video.
You'll take a video when I kill something.
I know. There'll be evidence. Hey, you get to drive.
Yeah, really. Come on, no hands. There's not a lot of people. My whole life has changed. My daughter swooped me up and took me out of Ocean Shores, and that's all wrapped up, which wasn't an easy task. I feel bad that really landed on her like that, but, you know, what are you going to do? All of a sudden, I was incapacitated. Oh, I got a handicap sticker. I haven't gotten it yet, but I filled out the paperwork. And I'd like everyone to note that I've never had one before, ever. I've had lots of surgeries. I just recover them. I run out of the hospital afterwards. I appreciate all the prayers I've gotten from people. I really think they help. I have a lot of work to do here, apparently, so I can't go yet. I've got to stick around. I have lots of goals to pursue. Yeah, one of them's getting into a 3-bedroom apartment with my daughter and son-in-law. And I had a tumor in my left lung. It was starting to invade my airway. No problem. Who needs an airway? God knows. It was bad. I mean, I had a couple really bad months. And I wondered many times if I was going to go to sleep and not wake up. Would have been a good way to go, really. Not bad. But, I pshawed. I spit on the hospice. I spit on it. I don't need it. So, every day I do meditations. I'm starting to do my chair yoga. I can walk to the mailbox. It's hard. I am not a lazy person. I didn't realize how unlazy I am. God. I think I could be a little lazy. Ugh. That is not an easy thing for me. I told my daughter today, I said, because I did some of the dishes or did some cleaning up a little bit, and she started to get on me. I said, you know, if I'm going to die from doing a tiny bit of dishes or something like that, then I don't want to be here. I mean, I like doing a few things, you know. Thanks all my friends for supporting me on Facebook, my daughter. Love you all. Wayne's World. Wayne's World.
Well, we're just sitting here. We watched Wayne's World last night. We didn't finish it though because somebody fell asleep. She always does. Didn't fall asleep. Yeah, we've just been partying in the hospital.
I don't know if I've done an update with the old oxygen up my nose. I went into hospice last week. I was considering doing some possible kind of treatment through Seattle Cancer Care, but that's all gone out the window. Mets to my lungs, which actually started or was discovered in January of 2004, which it is now September 30th, 2015. So, just because you get lung mets doesn't mean you die tomorrow. Not with me. I've survived since 1993. It hasn't been easy. I would like to be home if I possibly can. But I worry about my Jasmine and David, that they'll be able to handle everything. It's nothing against them. It's very difficult, watching someone die. And who knows how I'm going to go, because I just have an unusual path in life, unusual journey. I'm dying. I've survived this cancer 22 years, and now it's my time. It's my time to go. Maybe it's 23, I should count again. 1993. Everything on me looks shrunken. I look like a shrunken woman. I look like I've aged like 20 years in the last few months. I look at myself and I don't even recognize me. I wanted to look nicer than this at 55. I made it to 55. I really don't think I'm going to see 56. I watched this movie, Dying, How to Cope with Dying, the hospice movie. Boy, it was interesting stuff. It was really interesting. It was nice to know because, it kind of gives you some of the signs, and especially for Jasmine. Because we're sitting here wondering when it's going to happen. When does it happen? Do I just live forever? What goes on here when someone dies, of a disease nature like this? Because, there's all kinds of different ways to die. But when you die of disease like this, and it was fascinating. I'd recommend it. I'd watch it again probably, because there was just so many details to it. Like, as people die, what they do. Normally, they make sure and qualify it and say that not everybody's the same. Because, I haven't survived this disease like anybody else has. I mean, it's an aggressive type of cancer, leiomyosarcoma, that they're rather rare. So, to me, that makes it interesting. But it makes it harder to treat. But they've treated me for 22 years, so that should give other people hope. I would say, yeah, I get depressed. I mean, this is not an easy thing to go through. So I suppose you could say I've been dying for a long time. We all have. But, my teeth look good. I love my white teeth. I'm not really scared of dying. I mean, especially after you watch that hospice movie thing I was talking about, the 2-hour thing. I mean, I'm not really scared of the dying part. I want my daughter to be taken care of. And sometimes I still feel like I take care of her. I know I do. Just because that's what I do, I can't help it. I hope she'll be okay. I don't have any choice in the matter. I just have to let it go. I have to let her go. And she has to let me go.
How do you remove your pain?
It's called a momectomy.
But I just had it.
We'll slice her right off.
But I just had her placed.
Sorry.
I kind of like her.
You could still have her stay at your house.
She's a nice lump on my side.
The dance.
In the hospital. No, she's talking like Minnie
Hoo
Mouse.
hoo hoo. Hoo hoo hoo. On the good ship, lollipop, short trip to the candy shop.